familiar with my weakness. And I fix my hope upon you, Jesus. You're the unfinished of my faith. I will trust in you all the days of my life, and I'm gonna reach to my home. I'm in the rain.
Hello everybody, this is Success with Bob Mweti live. Thank you everybody for joining my show today. This is Success with Bob Mweti live. I can see Paul, I can see Austin. Thank you so much for joining. Please let me know if you can hear me. This is Success with Bob Mweti live. Thank you Austin, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining this show today. This is Success with Bob Mweti live. We are going to talk about the cost of studying here in the US. A lot of people ask this question all the time, all right? So take a pen and paper and write down. We're going to talk about numbers here, all right? This is Success with Bob Mweti live. Please enjoy the music as we wait for a few more people to join. All right, please enjoy the music as we wait for a few more people to join. Today we are going to talk about the cost of studying here in the US. No more turning back. I'm in the race to my destiny. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. This is Success with Bob Mweti live. In today's show, I'm going to talk about the cost of studying here in the US. In today's show, I'm going to talk about the cost of studying here in the US, all right? I get a lot of people asking these questions all the time, all right? And that's why I'm having this conversation today to give you that information that you are looking for. Thank you so much, Rose. Thank you so much, Jessica, Jobs. Thank you so much for joining. This is Success with Bob Mweti live. Thank you everybody for joining. I can see Ashley, Gitonga, thank you. I can see Julius, thank you so much for joining. All right. Thank you everybody for joining this show today. My name is Bob Mweti and this is Success with Bob Mweti live. All right. It's a beautiful Saturday here. I live in Tampa, Florida, here in the US. Okay. Now, a little bit about myself for those who are following me for the first time. I came to the US about 10 years ago. I came as a master's student. All right. I struggled a lot to come here. Okay. It took me about 8 good years to finally make it to the US. All right. I was denied visa 4 times. Okay, so if you're out there and struggling to come to the US and you really don't know where to go, all right, if you're having all those issues, you're not able to figure out which school to go to, you know, how to find the information that you need, just know I was there before, okay, and that's why I have this show, okay, to help you, to help everyone out there who wishes to come to the US to come and study here and be able to get a good job when they land in the US, all right? When I came to the US, I struggled a lot as well, okay? And a lot of people struggle so much. You know, when you're out there in your country, you don't really know exactly what happens here, okay? You know, when you get that visa, you're so happy, you don't know exactly, you know, how the life is in the US because everyone thinks life in the US is very good, okay? But there's a lot of challenges, especially if you're coming as a student, okay? Challenges to do with immigration documents, okay? You know, a lot of us, we don't know about all these information when you are out there until you land here, all right? Things about, you know, immigration documents, what you need to do in order for you to stay here legally, okay? Stay and work here, okay? You know, a lot of us, when you come, you get that visa, you just know that, oh, you know what? I'm coming to the US, I'm coming to study. And then you think, oh, I'm going to graduate and then get a job. How do you get a job here in the US? You can't just graduate and get a job, okay? You have to have the right papers, okay? You have to have the right papers for you to be able to work here, all right? So these are kind of information that people really don't know when they are still out there, okay? They struggle so much when they come here, and we have a lot of students, international students who are struggling in this country, okay? You're talking about thousands and thousands of international students who don't have the legal immigration document to stay in this country, okay? So you don't want to be in that kind of a situation, all right? So that's why it's very, very important that you gather as much information as possible, all right? And that's why I'm here in this show every single Saturday to give you the information that you need for free, okay? I give you this information so that you don't make the same mistakes, all right? So that you don't get the same challenges. You don't face the same challenges that I faced when I tried to come to the US as an international student, all right? Now, I graduated from college here. I struggled a little bit, and then, you know, after that, I was able to get into the IT industry. I trained as a consultant. I worked in the IT industry as a consultant. Then I started my own organization, okay? My organization, what I do is I help immigrants, specifically immigrants, to get good jobs, okay? I train them on IT skills, all right? And then I help them get jobs here in the US. And also I help international students, those who want to come to the US and study here, okay? Because I know I faced those challenges, okay? I didn't know what to do. I didn't have anyone to guide me, all right? And that's why I'm there to help you. I'm there to guide you. I'm there to help you and hold your hand, okay? Until you come to the US and get a good job here, finish your school and get a good job here, and get the right immigration documents to enable you to work here in the US, all right? Now, today's show, I'm going to talk about the cost of studying here in the US, all right? Because you know, I see this a lot. A lot of people, they ask me, hey, Bob, how much does it cost to come and study here in the US, all right? A lot of people, they have those questions, but they don't have anyone to tell them, okay? I know there's a lot of information out there on the internet, but most of the time, that information is not in one place, okay? And that's why I'm here today to give you that information that can help you make the right decisions if you want to come to the US, all right? Now, I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? I don't like sugarcoating things, all right? I'm a very straightforward person. I tell what it is, all right? It's not easy to study here, okay? And it's not cheap, okay? If you're out there, if you come from a third world country like me, okay? Sometimes we think that, oh, you know what? It's easy to come and study here in the US. It's affordable. Here, life can be very expensive, okay? Schools here, they are very, very expensive, all right? I went to a private school in Kenya, private university, which was one of the, expensive universities back home. But even the cost of studying there, okay, I went to Strathmore University. For those who know about Strathmore, those who are from Kenya, it's one of the, most expensive universities in Kenya. And you cannot even compare how much you pay at Strathmore University with what you pay here in the US, even the cheapest college here in the US, all right? So that's what you need to understand, okay? So coming and studying here in the US is not really for everyone. That's what you need to know, all right? I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? It's not really for everyone, okay? But it doesn't mean just because you don't have the finances, you can't really come and study here. There are different options. I've talked about getting scholarships, all right? I've talked about getting international student loans, okay? If you are out there and you don't have a family that has money, okay, that should not stop you from coming and studying here in the US, all right? So you just need to find the right place you need to find the right information that can lead you to where you can be able to get scholarships and international student loans, okay, if you don't have the right finances. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, it's not cheap, it's expensive, all right? And today I'm gonna go through those numbers. You need to have a pen and paper and write down exactly what I'm telling you, because this is the right information, all right? I've told you, I came as an international student. I do a lot of research. I don't just come to this show and give you information that I don't know about. I take my time throughout the week to do my own research, okay, and get the right information that can help you make the most informed decision, all right? Now, if you come to the US to study here, you might go to those big schools. You might go maybe to a mid-level, or you might go to a very small school, okay? The bigger the school, the more expensive that school is, all right? The bigger the school, the more expensive the school is. Those big schools, okay, those top universities, they're usually very, very expensive, all right? If you're talking about coming maybe to study at Harvard, Yale, Princeton, those Ivy League schools, oh my God, you're gonna pay a lot of money, okay? But also there are some schools which are not as big as those schools, okay? They are not the top of the top, all right? But still, they're also really good schools. For example, we have a very good university here. It's called University of South Florida here in Tampa, okay? It's not a really top school, but it's a very, very good school, okay? That school has around 50,000 students, so it's big. Here in the US, everything is big. So for some people, when you talk about 50,000 students, they might think that that's big. Here in the US, things are huge, all right? Everything for them, all right? Houses, everything, cars, roads, schools, everything here, it's big, all right? So 50,000, that's really not, it's big, but still not that big, okay? So, but if you want to go also to some really small schools, okay, so those schools are usually not as expensive, okay, but also it depends with the state where you are. There's so many variables or factors that determine how expensive a school is, okay, and also depending on the kind of program that you want to study, okay. But in today's show, I'm gonna take everything, just like an average of all those costs that you can think of, all right, and give you those numbers, okay. They may be very, very close to what you can pay, okay, but it's not the exact number, because to get the exact number, you need to go to a certain school and get the information from that school. Are we together? Okay, so I just want you to know that, all right. Now, because I've been giving a free guide to a lot of people, a lot of thousands and thousands have downloaded that free international scholars guide, which has over 200 most affordable schools here in the US. I went to that guide. I picked a few schools, 3 of them, okay, just to give you the numbers in today's show, all right? Now, I went to that international scholars guide and I picked one school called Midwestern State University. This university is in Texas. I picked also University of North Georgia. I picked also Indiana University of Pennsylvania, all right? Indiana University of Pennsylvania is the school that I went to, okay? A very nice school. It's in Pennsylvania State, okay? It's not very big, but it's a good school. It's a state university. So I picked these 3 state universities just to give you an idea of exactly how much you might spend studying here in the US, all right? Now, Midwestern State University, this is in Texas. The population is about 7,000. Okay, it's a very small school. The cost of tuition, out-of-state tuition. Okay, there are 2 types of tuition fees. There's in-state and there's out-of-state. In-state is for those from that state where the school is. Out-of-state is the tuition that is charged for anyone. To anyone who is out of that state. And this is also charged to the international students, all right? So, for Midwestern State University, it has a population of 7,000, students, and the tuition, out of state tuition, is about 11,000 a year. This is like the most affordable school. I took that one as one of the there's a few universities charging way less than that, but I wanted to take that one to just give you an idea, okay, of a small school, how much they charge. All right, now their tuition is 11,000 per year. Okay, tuition fees, it's 11,000 per year. Okay, now this other school, University of North Georgia, it has a population of about 7,000 as well. Okay, that school, the out of state tuition is about $15,000 per year. Okay, listen and listen carefully. Okay, the first university, the out of state tuition is about $11,000 per year. The second university, which is University of North Georgia, it's about $15,000 per year. Okay, if you're from Kenya, you do the math. Okay, it's 1.5 million Kenya shillings a year. All right, for Midwestern, it's about 1.1 million Kenya shillings a year. All right, now if you look at Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and I've told you this is the school that I went to. Okay, it's an affordable school. It's not a top school. Okay, it's not a top school. This one, Indiana University of Pennsylvania, in Pennsylvania State, that school has a population of 17,000 students. Okay, by the way, this school, we have one of our students in our Kenya Airlift program is joining there next month, all right, for an MBA, all right. So I just wanted to say that. And that school, the population is 17,000. The tuition is 19,000 per year, all right. Tuition fees, 19,000 per year. Okay, and I've told you this is not a top school. This is not a top school. Okay, we are not talking about Harvard, the Princeton and all those big schools. No, this is a this is a mid. Actually, this is a small university, not even a mid-level, small university. Okay, 17,000. That's not a lot of students. Okay, $19,000 per year. Okay, that's 1.9 million Kenya shillings. If you're from Kenya like me, okay, 1.9 million Kenya shillings. I have a lot of Kenyans who follow me. Okay, 1.9 million Kenya shillings per year. Okay, to study at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. All right, so I'm gonna recap. Midwestern State University, it's $11,000, which is 1.1 million Kenya shillings. University of North Georgia, it's $15,000, which is 1.5 million Kenya shillings per year. And Indiana University of Pennsylvania, which is 1.9 million Kenya shillings, and that's an equivalent of $19,000 per year. All right? Now, let's go further. All right, so that's the cost of tuition to study in any of these universities. All right, now I try to split the cost into two. All right, the cost of relocation. Okay, when you're still in your country and you want to come here in the US. Okay, you can't just wake up one day and decide, oh, I want to come to the US, and you don't have any money. Right, you need to have some funds. All right, to prepare you to come here. Right, and study. Right, you have to understand that. All right, so I split that with relocation costs and cost of being here, okay, surviving here, and before you come here, what are the costs? Okay, you have to understand these things. All right, so the relocation cost of coming to the US, okay, take a pen and paper and please note down. All right, you will need a visa and a passport. All right, first of all, you need to apply for a passport if you don't have one, and also you need a visa. All right, now for a passport, if you come from Kenya like me, a passport costs about $50. All right, visa costs about $160 if you're from Kenya. It depends with your country, okay? And there's also something that you're gonna pay if you're given the visa, okay? About $50, okay, after being given the visa. So it comes to about $250, okay? Cost of visas and passport, all right? Cost of visas and passport. $250, which is 25,000 Kenya shillings. If you're from Kenya, I'm giving this in Kenyan money because I'm from Kenya and I have a lot of Kenyans following me. If you're not from Kenya, please bear with me. All right, I'm gonna give these because I'm from there and I have a lot of Kenyans who follow me. All right, so 25,000 Kenya shillings. All right, for visa and passport. All right, that's the average. All right, now. School application fees, all right? If you apply to a school, okay, you have to pay some fees to apply to that school, okay? Most schools, they charge between $20 to $100, but on average, I took about $30, okay? $30, that's about 3,000 Kenya shillings to apply to a school, all right? Now, if you're coming for a master's program, you have to do something called GMAT or GRE. If you're coming for undergrad, you have to do something called SAT or ACT, okay? Cost of those entrance, we call them entrance exams. Cost of those exams, it's about $250 just to register for any of those exams. $250, okay, which is an equivalent of 25,000 Kenya shillings. All right. Now, if you want to come and study here in the US, all right, you are most likely going to need to study for something called TOEFL, okay? This is a test of English as a second language, okay? As a foreign language, sorry. Okay, so if you have to, okay, some schools maybe they might not require you to do that, but if you have to, I'm giving this example, assuming that you may have to do the TOEFL exam. I had to do one when I came to the US. I did GMAT when I came to the US. I did TOEFL. If you have to do TOEFL registration, it's about $200. Okay, $200. Okay, $200 for TOEFL registration, which is about 20,000 Kenya shillings. All right. Now, if you need to pass these TOEFL exams and GMAT, GRE, SAT, ACT, you will need money. You will need to buy the study materials. Okay, you can't just sit there and say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna do the exams and then I'm not gonna prepare for these exams. So you will need to buy the study materials. Okay, so for study materials for either TOEFL and GMAT all together or SAT, blah blah blah, total of those will cost you about $200. $200, guys. All right, that's 20,000 Kenya shillings. All right. Now, assuming that you get the visa to come and study here in the US, all right, you're gonna be needed to do some immunization. Okay, you're gonna get some shots and all that. All right, because the US, they take health very seriously. Okay, meningitis, TB, all that stuff. All right, that will cost you about $200. Okay, $200. Okay. And now, last but not least, for relocation expenses, you will need the air ticket, right? You will need the air ticket. You will need one-way air ticket. You don't need two-way air tickets. So I'm gonna give these numbers based, if I'm from Kenya because I'm from there, okay. So I can't use any other country because I'm not from those countries. But if you're from Kenya, it's gonna cost you about $1,000. $1,000 to buy a one-way air ticket to come to the US from Nairobi to here. All right, $1,000. So the total cost of relocation expenses, it's $2,130. Okay, which is about 200,000 Kenya shillings. All right. Now, because I get this a lot from a lot of people. Oh, you know what? I don't have any money to come to the US. Now, even if you are getting scholarship, even if you are getting international student loans, you have to find $2,000 somewhere. Okay, you have to. Okay, you can't just wake up and you have nothing in your pocket and think you can come and study here in the US. This is the truth. Okay, I told you guys, I'm not here to, tell you with emotions and all that because I want you to come and study here. I want to tell you the truth. Okay, what the real stuff, all right? The right numbers, okay? Because I get a lot of people asking all these questions, okay? I have to tell you what it is, all right? So you can't just wake up and you don't have any money and think that you can come and study here in the US, all right? In fact, actually, you cannot come to study in the US if you don't show that you have the right finances to come and study here. That's what they look for when you go to the embassy, all right? You have to be someone who can pay for your school fees, for the expenses here, all right? Whether you have a scholarship or through your own means, okay? You have to find a way. But for relocation expenses, okay, for relocation expenses, you need about $2,000, okay, to even start thinking of coming and studying here in the US, about $2,000, all right? If you don't have that, then put the ambition of coming to the US, down somewhere, for now, all right? Don't start the process because otherwise you're gonna wasting your time and money and resources, all right? You need that kind of money somewhere, okay, for you to start this process, all right? If you don't have that, you're gonna be wasting your resources and time, money, okay, and time. Very, very important, okay? Very, very important that you understand these things, all right? Now, assume now you have everything and you've gotten the visa and you come to the US, all right? How much is the cost? I'm gonna use the school that I talked about, the one that has the lowest cost of studying here, all right, which is Midwestern State University in Texas, okay? And that school, I said it has 11,000, okay, cost of tuition there. This is just tuition, all right? You have to understand this. This is tuition. Schools always, they have other charges that they charge, right? So that school is about $11,000, okay? $11,000 tuition, all right? So I'm gonna use that to give you an idea what you will be spending here in the US in 1 year. Okay, the first year of studying. All right, I'm assuming you're coming maybe for a master's. All right, if you're coming for undergrad, Masters is about 2 years, undergrad is about 4 years. You do the math, okay, by the number of years. But all this is by years, all right? By 1 year, per year, sorry. Okay, now, if you come here in the US, all right, cost of accommodation is very expensive, all right? Okay, now, like for example, the students that I've told you, is just joining one of the schools here through our Kenya Lift program, okay? That student, he was surprised. He was telling me, oh, you know what? The cost of cost of accommodation here is so expensive. It's like a 3-bedroom apartment, 3-bedroom home, not apartment, home, back home. And I'm like, yeah. This is the US. Cost is expensive. Cost of living here is expensive. All right. Now, if you come to the US, you will look for shared accommodation, student shared accommodation, all right? You don't want to stay in your own apartment alone. It can be very expensive, okay? Also, you don't want to stay on campus, all right? I'm not gonna talk about the cost of staying on campus, okay? Because I'm giving you the most affordable options out there, all right? If you come and you're studying here, you need to live off campus, okay? And you need to embrace living with people, okay, as roommates, all right? So if you are living in a shared accommodation off campus, it's going to cost you about $500 per month with utilities. Okay, for example, cost of electricity, cost of water, okay? $500, that's about 50,000 Kenya shillings a month for accommodation. This is off campus. If you're staying on campus, it's a lot, okay? Maybe 4 times as much as that, okay? I'm telling you the truth, okay? This is the truth, all right? Okay, let no one tell you, oh, it's easy to come and study here, oh, this and this. You need to have your numbers right, okay? If you really want to come and study here and you don't want to struggle, okay? Now, when you are here, you're going to need internet, you're going to need telephone, okay, to call around, okay? There are some expensive options out there, but the most affordable for students, okay, it's going to cost you about $40. Okay, $40 for a student phone and internet, okay? And you can survive, all right? $40 a month. That's about 4,000 Kenya shillings, all right? Now, transport. I'm assuming when you come to the US, you don't have other means of transport other than just using the public transport, okay? There's usually buses around the school campus where you live and the school, okay? So I'm assuming you're going to be using public transport and not have your own car, all right? Cost of transport, it's about $50 a month. Okay, cost of transport, okay? It's about $50 a month. That's about, 5,000 Kenya shillings, okay? Tuition, food, it's about $100 a month, okay? See, at the end of the day, you need to eat, right? You need to eat, right? Every day, right? So it's about $100, okay? And I'm talking about you going and, buying from the most affordable places to buy food, okay? For example, Walmart supermarket. It's one of the biggest supermarkets here in the US, all right? And it's very affordable, okay? It's going to cost you about $100 a month for you to, to eat, okay? Now, another thing that you're going to need other than tuition, there are going to be some other school expenses, okay? Depending on the school, okay? I took an average of about 2,000, okay, per year, cost of other charges, okay, in the school, all right? Now, there's other costs that you're going to incur when you're here, cost of books. The books are very expensive, believe me, okay? I came as a master's student. Some of the books were costing about $100, okay? I was in an MBA class. I remember some books like, business law books, okay? Quantitative analysis and stuff like that. Those kind of books, they were costing about $100, okay? If you're coming for a master's, so understand that that's going to be the cost of one book, just one book, okay? Now, there are ways of, finding, most affordable. There's some affordable ways of getting books, okay? You can rent books. Also, you can buy and then sell later on, okay? There are places where you can do that, okay? If you are part of my International Scholars Academy, I have all this information for you, everything broken down. Even, when you get here, the telephone that you can use, which is the best one for students, everything, I've listed everything in that academy, okay? That's why if you join that academy, you have every information that you are looking for, all right? So anyways, cost of books, that's going to cost you about $500 a year, okay? And I'm saying $500 a year if you are maybe renting, okay, or maybe you buy and then you sell back, okay? So on average, about $500 a year, Okay, now another thing is this, which is optional. Okay, if you're here, you need health insurance. Okay, you know, if you happen to be sick, God forbid, if you happen to be sick, it can be very, very expensive here in the US. All right, very, very expensive. All right, now to avoid that, you can have student health insurance. Okay, a lot of people, they struggle figuring out how they can get health insurance. If you are part of my International Scholars Academy, I have all that information for you. Student health insurance costs about $25 per month. All right, a lot of people here, a lot of students, they don't have health insurance. It's good that you have one. As a student, you can be able to get one. Okay, if you're part of my International Scholars Academy, I have all that information for you. All right, it's gonna cost you about $25 a month, which is gonna be about $300 a year. Okay, now when you do all that math, okay, you know, cost of relocation, which is $2,130. Shared accommodation per year, it's gonna cost you $6,000. Internet and phone per year, it's gonna cost you about $500. Transport gonna cost you about $600 per year. Food gonna cost you about $1,200 per year. Tuition, we took the tuition for Midwestern State University, which was the most affordable one, about $11,000. Other school expenses, about $2,000. Books, about $400, $500, around there. Student health insurance, about $300 per year. Okay, this comes to about $24,130. Okay, $24,000, guys. All right, $24,000, and this is per year. All right, per year. Okay, per year. Now, where can you get all this money? Okay, see, it's not very affordable, to be honest with you. You know, not many people can afford this kind of money. All right, but I said, if you want to come to the US, let not these numbers really scare you. Okay, at the end of the day, find somewhere to get the money. Okay, you can't just say I want to study and then these are the numbers, and then you don't figure out exactly where to get these numbers. Where to get the funds to support you, right? Now, if you come to the US, you can work on campus. Okay, you can work on campus legally for about 20 hours a week. I used to work like that, okay, as an international student. Okay, I used to work a lot. Okay, and I used to make about $800 a month. Okay, as a student, $800 a month. Okay, me, I never used to choose. I used to work on the, cleaning floors, cooking pizza, all the kind of jobs. Okay, I used to smell food like every day. Before I go to class, I have to shower and all that. So, because I used to work in the dining hall and pizza place and all that. Okay, so I'm someone who I don't really choose. Okay, for me, it's all about money. Money, because I have to survive. I was taking care of my own personal expenses. All right, so I had to work. All right, so if you are like me and you don't care about what kind of job that you can get, all right, so you work on campus, you can work multiple jobs. All right, I used to work multiple jobs. You can make about $1,000. Okay, $1,000. All right, now, and this is $1,000 per month. Okay, $1,000 per month. All right, now if you come to the US and you're if you come to the US as a master's student, okay, you are most likely to get something called graduate assistantship. Okay, if you perform well. Okay, I used to have that. All right, it's basically like a scholarship where they give you a scholarship. They fund part of your school fees. Okay, and then you work for a professor in the college where you are studying. All right, and you help the professors with maybe undergraduate, research and stuff like that. Okay, I used to do that kind of a job. Okay, from the second semester of my college, I got that scholarship. It's called graduate assistantship. Okay, you can get that. All right, and graduate assistantship can give you about $4,000 a semester. See, that's really good. Okay, $4,000 in tuition. Okay, if you get graduate assistantship, okay, I'm talking about if you are coming as a master's student, all right? So, but for you to get graduate assistantship, you need to do well, okay? You can get graduate assistantship when you perform, maybe you get about 3.5 GPA, depending with the school, okay? Or if you have a very good GMAT GRE score, okay, you can ask the school to give you graduate assistantship scholarship, okay? And on average, you can get about $4,000 to $5,000 a semester, depending with the school, okay? So you can see the total cost was $24,000. Okay, if you work on campus every month, you can make about $1,000 every month. So per year, it's about $12,000. okay? You can make about $12,000, okay? And then you can get graduate assistantship scholarship for about maybe $4,000 per semester, okay? So for 2 semesters, you can get about $8,000, okay? So 8,000, okay, plus 12,000, okay, minus, that's about 20,000, all right? You do your math, minus 20,000, you subtract 20,000 from the $24,000, which is, I said, is the total cost of relocation and accommodation, tuition, transport, and all that. So you can actually end up only with about $4,000. Okay, that you don't know where to get that money from. Okay, so what do you do now? You have $4,000 every year that you don't know where to get, right? Now, what you can do is you can get international student loans. Okay, there are secured international student loans out there. You can reach out maybe to a family friend, okay, who is a permanent resident here in the US or a citizen, and they can co-sign for you for that loan. Okay. And you can be able to get that kind of a loan. This is $4,000 a year. Someone should be able to co-sign for you that, all right? Or you can look for some scholarships, all right? In my International Scholars Academy, I've provided thousands and thousands of scholarships, okay? So you can get scholarships out there. There's a lot of scholarships out there, okay? You just need to do your own research, okay? I see a lot of people, they want to come to the US, they want to come, but they don't want to put in the work, okay? Don't think that you can come here and then you don't put any effort. Okay, you have to do your research. You have to look for scholarship. I've provided you with thousands and thousands of scholarships. Okay, you just need to get that free guide and then go and then look for these scholarships. It's on my website, personal website. Okay, so go and get these scholarships. Apply to them. I don't give these scholarships because I see a lot of people. They come to me and they keep on asking, "Oh, Bob, help me with scholarships." I don't give any scholarships. Okay. All right, I don't give any money, I don't give any scholarship, so you have to understand that, okay? As much as I'm out here helping you, give you that information that you are looking for, I'm providing you and guiding you and providing you with the information. The rest of the work, it's up to you to do that, okay? You can't expect me now to be there, looking for a scholarship and telling you, okay, go here and do this. I've already provided a free guide with all the information that you need. All you need to do is just go download that guide and then start working on your research and look for these scholarships and apply to the schools. Okay, you can't just sit there and wait for things to happen. Nothing happens like that. Okay, it's hard work. Okay, if you don't do that, then nothing's gonna happen. Okay, if you want to come and study here in the US, all right, it's very, very important. Okay, so anyways, if you're coming to a school like that, okay, you can clearly see, as much as it's very expensive to live here, there is ways of being able to fund your college. Okay, there is ways of being able to fund your college education here in the US, all right? You can get those, you can get a job on campus, okay? You can get graduate assistantship if you're coming as a master's student, okay? You can get international student loans, you can get scholarships, okay? So, there is no excuses. If you really want to come and study here in the US, okay, don't start saying, oh, I don't have money. Probably what you need to have is have the $2,130 for relocation expenses, which is around, if you're coming from Kenya, it's around 200,000 Kenya shillings. Okay, that's what you need for you to start the process. All right, but other than that, the rest of the costs, when you are here, I've already talked about it. You can be able to take care of that, okay, by working, by getting, scholarships, graduate assistantship and all that stuff, and working here, right? Okay, if you work here, you're gonna make money, but also you have to get a job on campus, okay? Not everyone can be able to get a job on campus. There's a lot of international students out there who look for these opportunities, okay? So you're gonna be fighting with other students who want to get jobs on campus. So you have to be on top of your game. All right, you have to be on top of your game. All right, I have shared all these strategies, what you need to do in my International Scholars Academy. Okay, I know a lot of people, they are out there. This International Scholars Academy, the minimum, the most basic package that you can buy the International Scholars Academy is $67. Okay, that's like nothing. Really, with the kind of information that you can get, okay, that can prepare you on coming and studying here in the US, all right? You see, sometimes we don't even want to spend money, and yet we want to, we want to have the right information, all right? you need to have that abundance mentality, okay? Spend something on something that is valuable, and then you don't have to regret later on, okay? Later on in life, when you come here and you don't know all the information. I've prepared every single information that you can think of coming here and studying here in the US. Because I see a lot of people, they think just coming to the US is up to the point where you get the visa. No, even when you are here, you need a lot of information for you to survive here, okay? Information about getting the right papers, jobs, and stuff like that, okay? Those are the information that a lot of people, they don't know, and then they come here in the US and then they struggle for so long, okay? I've told you, there is so many international students out there who don't have the right immigration documents, okay? And in this country, if you don't have the right immigration documents, even if you have the best education out there, I'm telling you, you're not gonna get a good job, okay? Understand this, you are not going to get a good job, okay? And also getting the papers later on in life, if you screw up your immigration status here in the US, and you want to change your status maybe later on, maybe become a permanent resident, it can bring a lot of problems, okay? So make sure that you are in status when you are here in the US, okay? I know a lot of you don't understand all what I'm talking about, status and stuff like that, but these are things that you will need to know before you even get here in the US, all right? We don't talk about them, and the reason, I don't know, for some reason we don't talk about them, and the reason why a lot of our people, we are struggling so much in this country, okay, a lot of international students, is because we don't share this information with people. Even those who are here, they tell you, oh, come here in the US, okay, come and visit. Okay, I see a lot of people also coming on a visit visa, okay? That's the worst visa that you can use to come here in the US. If you want to come and study, if you want to come and stay here and work here, because that visa doesn't give you any work authorization, okay? You have to understand these things, all right? So for me, in my in this show and also in my program, I mostly focus on those who want to come and study here, okay? If you want to come and visit and stay here, unfortunately, I'm not the right person to reach out to help you, because I don't know much about, okay, I know of course about visit visa and all that, but I can't really help, because I want to help those people who I know exactly what they can become here in the US, okay? Because if you really come as an international student, there's a clear path to citizenship, okay? There's a clear path to permanent residency, okay? There's a clear path to getting a good job here in the US, okay? I've gone through that path, and that's the only thing that I can be able to guide people, okay? I can't guide you if you want to come and come here as a visitor and then come and work here, okay? I'm not the right person to reach out to if your intention is to come and visit and come with a visit visa and work here in the US, all right? Okay, so anyways, this is the information that I wanted to share with you today, okay? Information about the cost of studying here in the US, okay? If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, okay? My email address is success@successwithbobmweti.com, okay? You can email me at successwithbobmweti.com, or you can call my company's line. It's 813-573-5619 extension 402. 813-573-5619, and you have to call extension 402 because that's my extension. That's why you're going to be able to reach out to me, all right? Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.